As you know, sir, we live in a world where one man's terrorist is another man's patriot. So let me ask you a question, because I hear what you're saying. As an Israeli, you hate Iran and you want to punish Iran.
No, we don't hate Iran. No, this is not true. We love the Iranian people, and we used to have good relations with the Iranian people. The problem is the leadership of this that was imposed on the Iranian people in the Islamic Revolution in 1979. Not only a danger to Israel, it's a danger to the whole Middle East. And if you go through the history, you'll see the relationship with the Arab countries surrounding them. And you will see exactly what I'm talking about. It's not only the problem of Israel, it's the problem of the Gulf countries. Actually, every country in the Middle East suffers from Iran.
A lot of people would say it's the opposite. They say a lot of people in the Middle East suffer from Israel, and that it's because of Israel that there was a war in Syria, a destabilization in Libya, that there's been problems in Yemen, and now there was a war in Iraq, and a war in Afghanistan, and now a war in Iran.
If what you're saying is true, how do you explain that we have a peace treaty with Egypt, with Jordan, with the Arab Emirates, with Bahrain? How do you explain that?
Money. They're paid by the United States to stay out. Well, they are, sir. I can actually show you the numbers of how much money the United States gives to Egypt so that they will stay quiet, as well as Jordan and many of the Gulf states.
This is true.
They do.
That they get money from the United States, but they are also allies of the United States. They just don't get it because they have a peace treaty with Israel. They are the allies of the Americans.
Chris, let's bring you back into this. I see you over there patiently waiting to have your comment. Who is most responsible for the destabilization or the continued destabilization of the Middle East? He's arguing it's Iran and front and center. You would argue Israel?
I absolutely would argue Israel. I think that a lot of problems in the Middle East would be solved if there was a peace agreement and a declaration of a Palestinian state on 1967 borders with East Jerusalem as its capital. This is what the United Nations has spoken about, the Security Council. This is what the Russian Federation would want, what China wants, what many other major powers want. The only two countries that don't want this are Israel and the United States, even though the United States pays lip service to the two-state solution. Now, if there is a Palestinian state and there are rights for Palestinians, I think that a lot of the impetus and energy around some of the violence that we see in the region will dissipate.